Sherlock needed nothing more than a ruler to measure the proportions in a photograph and conclude that the woman's killer was her own husband. By comparing two crime scene photos, he noticed that a decorative mask on the wall had shifted slightly after the murder. He theorized that after committing the crime, the killer had hidden the weapon inside the mask. Detective Jack, who was standing nearby, immediately objected.
They were not complete idiots. We did check behind the mask and there was no gun there.
I need to examine this room.
When Sherlock arrived at the scene, he saw that one of the wall-mounted masks was indeed hanging lower than before. He stepped forward and removed it. Strangely, there was no weapon inside, only a loose nail sticking out of the wall. But that detail only strengthened Sherlock's conviction that the husband was the real killer. After Mary was shot, her husband Tom immediately called the police, claiming a burglar had broken in and killed her. By the time officers arrived, the supposed intruder had vanished. From the moment a neighbor heard the gunshot to the time police reached the house, only 8 minutes had passed. If Tom were the killer, he would have had just 8 minutes to dispose of the weapon and return to the house. Officers searched the scene and the surrounding area, but never found the handgun that killed Mary. As a result, Tom was quickly ruled out as a suspect, but based solely on 2 photographs and the nail behind the mask, Sherlock reconstructed the entire murder. He believed the reason police couldn't find the gun was because the killer had destroyed it completely, and the only way to do that was with a plastic firearm. In the evidence photos, investigators had captured an image of a bottle of milk inside Mary's refrigerator. Sherlock believed it wasn't milk at all, but acetone, a solvent capable of dissolving plastic. The killer had used a 3D printer to manufacture a plastic gun. It required only a single nail to act as the firing pin. The nail discovered earlier in Tom's house showed clear burn marks, perfectly supporting Sherlock's theory. After shooting his wife with the plastic gun, Tom immediately dismantled it and dropped the pieces into a container of acetone he had prepared in advance. He then called the police, claiming Mary had been shot by a burglar. Meanwhile, the white plastic gun slowly dissolved in the acetone. By the time officers arrived, the liquid had turned cloudy white, appearing no different from milk. The only part that could not dissolve was the metal nail, so Tom repurposed it as the hook holding up the mask. After hearing Sherlock's explanation, Detective Jack was stunned, but the evidence they had still wasn't enough to arrest Tom. They decided to start by tracing the machine used to make the gun. They soon discovered that before Mary's death, an employee at Tom's company had purchased a 3D printer. When they arrived at the employee's apartment, they found him dead on the floor. At that moment, Sherlock suddenly realized something. He crouched down and examined an apple on the table. Sure enough, he spotted a small, unusual hole in its surface. Just as he suspected, inside he found a sharp fragment of white plastic. That fragment was enough to prove that Tom had murdered his wife and silenced his accomplice. After uncovering the truth, Sherlock and Jack confronted Tom with the police present. Their reconstruction of the crime left him visibly shaken. In the end, Tom was arrested on charges of murder.